Lord, we thank you because we know that you are the lily of the valley. Lord, we thank you because we know that you are the rose of Sharon. Lord, we thank you for we know that you are the Almighty God. We thank you for we know that you are the El Shaddai God. We thank you because we know that you are the Lord our Shalom. Lord, we thank you because we know that you are the Lord El Shaddai in our lives. Lord, we thank you because we know that you are everything in our lives. Lord, we thank you because you are the pillar that holds our life. Lord, we thank you because we know that you are the peace in our lives. Lord, we thank you because we know that you are the comfort in our lives. Lord, we thank you for we know that you are our strength. Lord, we thank you for we know that it's none that can be compared unto you. We bow down before you this morning and we live this day and we lift you high and we say be exalted in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Lord, we surrender ourselves unto you this evening. Our totality, our inside, our outside, physical, spiritual. Lord, fill us up by the power of your word in the mighty name of Jesus. It is a time of refreshing tonight, Lord. Lord, refresh us by your power. Refresh us by your might in the mighty name of Jesus. It is unto you that we have come, Lord. Refresh us in every area where we need to be refreshed. Refresh our marital life. Refresh our career. Refresh our spirit. Refresh our mind. Refresh our health. Refresh our careers. Refresh our businesses. Refresh us in every sphere of life. And we pray that none will go back empty-handed. We pray that every life that is present here today shall be touched and be transformed by your power and by your might. Lord, we thank you for your mighty. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. Amen. I welcome you in the mighty name of Jesus. The Lord is here. His presence is here. His glory is here. And He's ready to touch you. So open your mind tonight so that the Lord can touch you. Today we are looking at the power in our spoken word. The power in the spoken word. The power in the spoken word. The word we speak with our mouth has power. The Bible said that the power of death and life lies in the tongue. Let's take our text from James chapter 3. James chapter 3 from verse 1 to 10. James chapter 3 from verse 1 to verse 10. It says, let not many of you be teachers, my brothers, knowing that we will receive heavier judgment. For we all stumble in many things. Anyone who doesn't stumble in word is a perfect person, able to bridle the whole body also. Indeed, we put bits into the horse's mouth, so that they may obey us and we guide their whole body. Behold, the sheep also, though they are so big and are driven by fierce winds, are yet guided by a very small rudder wherever the pilot desires. So the tongue is also a small member and boasts great things. See how a small fire can spread to a large forest. And the tongue is a fire. The word of iniquity among our members is the tongue, which defiles the whole body and sets on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire by hell. For every kind of animal, bird and creeping thing, and sea creature is tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But nobody can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil, full of deadly poison. With it we bless our God and Father, and with it we curse men who are made in the image of God. Out of the same mouth comes blessing and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be so. These things ought not to be so. James chapter 1 verse 26. James 1:26. If anyone among you thinks himself to be religious, while he doesn't bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this man's religion is worthless, is in vain. So when we talk about the spoken word, it is related to our tongue. What do we speak with our tongue? What do we speak with our mouth? The Bible says in verse 10 of James chapter 3 that these things ought not to be so. Cursing and blessing, praising God and cursing men, ought not to be so. So what ought to be so? As children of God, we need to watch what comes out of our mouth. We need to watch what comes out of our mouth. We need to bridle our tongue. We need to restrain our tongue from what we say. We need to know what we say and how we say at every point in time. So what comes out of our mouth shows who we are. What comes out of your mouth shows who you are. What comes out of your mouth shows what is in your heart. What comes out of your mouth shows what you will get. It determines what you get. So we are looking at the spoken word in 3 dimensions. It reveals who you are. The spoken word, what comes out of your mouth, what you say, how you say it, it reveals who you are right from inside. It shows whether you are evil or you are wise. It also shows what is in you. Do you have the Spirit of God? It shows by what you say. It also determines what you get. Because if you speak positively, you receive what you get. If you speak negatively, you receive what you get. So an evil man will speak vain words. An evil man will speak vain words. So if vain words come forth out of your mouth, it reveals that you are an evil man. Vain words, like Job's friend, they spoke nasty things unto him. And Job replied in Job chapter 16 verse 3. It says, shall vain words have an end? Or what provoke you? What provokes you that you answer? See, they were speaking vain words to him. They were rebuking him. They were saying negative and evil things concerning him. But he told them that they were speaking vain words. So the Bible restrains us from speaking vain words. It is an evil man that speaks vain words. An evil man will speak hastily. He will not think. He doesn't think before he speaks. He just opens and speaks without thinking. He speaks hastily. He makes pledges hastily. He promises hastily without thinking. Proverbs 29:20 says, do you see a man who is hasty in his word? There is no hope for a fool than for him. There is more hope for a fool than for him. So a man who speaks hastily, it shows that he has no hope. So as children of God, we should be wise and not speak hastily. An evil man will speak enticing words. An evil man will speak enticing words. Colossians 2 verse 4. An evil man will speak flattering words. An evil man will speak flattering words because that is who he is. What you say reveals who you are. An evil man will speak insincere words. Insincere words, words that are not sincere, words that are not true. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3. An evil man will speak proudly. He will speak proudly. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 18. An evil man will speak maliciously. An evil man will speak maliciously because that is who he is. 3 John verse 10. An evil man will slander his brother or his neighbor. That is an evil man. But a wise man will speak words that are gracious. A wise man will speak words that are gracious. So you see, the words that you speak reveals who you are. When you speak gracious words, it shows that you are wise. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 12. A wise man will speak gracious words, will speak graciously. And a wise man will speak inspiring words. And a wise man will speak inspiring words. A wise man will speak unforgettable word. When a wise man speaks to you, that word will inspire you, and you will never forget that word because it will prompt something in your life. It will bring about a change. A wise man will speak comforting words, unlike Job's friend. They were not speaking comfortable words unto him. They were speaking irritating words. They were speaking slandering words to him. So a wise man will speak comforting words. A wise man will speak pleasant words, not irritating words. Proverbs 16 verse 24. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. So a wise man will speak pleasant words unto his brother. So what comes out of your mouth shows, it reveals who you are. What comes out of your mouth also reveals what you have inside of you. It shows what you have inside of you. The Bible says in Luke chapter 6 verse 45 that the good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings out that which is good. A good man out of the treasure, out of the abundance of his heart brings out that which is good. And the evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart brings out that which is evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. So whatever you speak is out of the abundance of what you have in your heart. So what you speak, what comes out of your mouth, reveals what you have in your heart. So what comes out of your mouth also determines what you get. If you speak positively, you receive positively. So your confessions determines what you get. If your confessions are negative, you reap what you speak, what you confess. If your confessions are positive, you reap and you get what you confess. Amen. Amen. When we look at the 12 spies that went to spy the land of Canaan, 10 of them came back and they gave evil reports. 2 of them, Joshua and Caleb, they gave good reports. And these 2 did not die. They entered into the promised land and they enjoyed the benefit of the promised land. But the other 10 died in the wilderness because that's what they confessed. They confessed that they were like grasshoppers. So what you confess, what comes out of your mouth, determines what you get. Samson also spoke negative words. He said, even if I can die with the Philistines, and he died with them. Because that is what he spoke out of his mouth. Even Elijah, when Jezebel promised to kill him, he spoke negative words. He said in 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 4, he said that it is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. That is what he confessed. So our confessions, the words of our mouth, determines what we get. The Bible says in Proverbs 18:21 that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. If you speak death, you receive death. If you speak life, you receive life. Because that is the power that is in the tongue. So let us learn to confess positively and not negatively. Amen. Amen. Also, as children of God, the Bible encourages us to restrain our tongue from speaking anyhow. The Bible encourages us. The Bible is telling us that we should restrain. We should control our tongue. We should run away from speaking evil words. The Bible is telling us that we should run away from evil words. James chapter 1 verse 26. It says, if anyone among you thinks himself to be religious, while he doesn't bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this man's religion is worthless. That is, if you don't bridle your tongue, if you don't control what you say, it means that person's religion is worthless. That is what James chapter 1 verse 26 says. Also James chapter 3 verse 10 says, out of the same mouth comes blessing and cursing. My brother, these things ought not to be so. These things ought not to be so. So as Christians, as children of God, blessings and cursing, slandering and murmuring, negative confession should not be coming out of our mouth. Because it is this same mouth that we bless God with. It is this same mouth that we praise God with. So how can we praise God with this mouth? How can we bless God with this mouth and still slander our brothers and sisters? James chapter 4 verse 11 says, speak not evil of one another. Speak not evil of one. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaks evil of his brother and judges his brother, speak evil of the Lord. So as Christians, as children of God, we're not supposed to speak evil of our brethren, of our brothers and sisters. If we speak so, it shows that we do not have the Spirit of God in our lives. So the Bible is also encouraging us today James chapter 3 verse 10 says, these things ought not to be so. Tale-bearing, vain talk, slandering, false accusations, backbiting, evil speech is not supposed to be found among us as children of God. We are to restrain our tongue from evil speaking, from evil words. Psalm 34 verse 13 says, keep your tongue from evil. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking glad. So as children of God, we should keep our tongue from speaking evil. We should keep our tongue from confessing negatively. Also Proverbs 13 verse 3. It says, he that keeps his mouth keeps his life. He that keeps his mouth keeps his life. But he that opens wide his lips shall have destruction. So sometimes it is better to be silent. Sometimes it is better not to say anything than to say and to speak vain words. Also Proverbs 21 verse 23 says, whoso keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from trouble. So let's learn to be quiet. Let's learn to be silent. Let's learn not to speak evil words concerning our brothers and sisters. If you do not know a thing, it is better to remain silent. This we can do by the help of the Holy Spirit. Because the Bible says that the tongue is a small member of our body and no man has been able to control it. But we can control it with the help of the Holy Spirit. If we surrender ourselves to the Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit will help us to do so. You cannot do it by yourself, so you need to submit your totality, the members of your body, especially your tongue, to the leading of the Holy Spirit. James chapter 3 verse 8 says, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. So we need to surrender our tongues to the leading of the Holy Spirit. Amen. It is also then that you can control yourself. It is when you surrender your tongue to the leading of the Holy Spirit that you can be able to confess positively despite your situation. The 12 spies, even though they saw what they saw were in the land where they went to spy, Joshua and Caleb, they saw giants really. They saw that they were like grasshopper really. But by the power of the Holy Spirit, they declared what the Word of God says. If you have the Holy Spirit, if you surrender to the leading of the Holy Spirit, then you will be able to speak what the Word of God says concerning your life. If you have the Holy Spirit, if you allow the Holy Spirit to control you, then you will not slander your brother and your sister. Then you will not speak vain words. Then you will not backbite. Then you will not be a false witness. You will not accuse your brother falsely. So when you allow the Holy Spirit to control your tongue, you will be able to keep quiet when the need arises. You will be able to speak pleasant words as a wise man. You will be able to speak appropriately at all times. You will be able to speak graciously. You will be able to speak comforting words at the appropriate time. You will be able to speak inspiring and unforgettable words when the need arises. Amen. Amen. Isaiah 50, verse 4. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4. It says, the Lord has given me the tongue of the learned, and that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He wakens me morning by morning. He wakens my head to hear as he speaks. Verse 5 says, the Lord has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back from him. So if the Holy Spirit speaks to us and we listen to him, then he will continue to speak to us. But if we are rebellious and we refuse to listen to him, then he will not speak to us again. Let us rise up as we begin to pray. Let us begin to pray. Lord, give me the tongue of the learned. Lord, give me the tongue of the learned. Isaiah 50 verse 4. Lord, give me the tongue of the learned. Give me the tongue of the wise. Empower me to be able to speak wisely. Empower me to be able to speak a word in season. A word that is needed. Lord, empower me to speak at the appropriate time. in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, speak your word into my life, Lord. Give me the tongue of the learned. Give me a tongue that speaks as the wise. Make me to speak wisely. Help me, Lord, not to speak vain words. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Let us begin to pray. Holy Spirit, take control of my tongue. Holy Spirit, help me to be able to speak wisely. Help me to be able to speak words in season. The word that is needed at every point in time. Lord, empower me by the power of the Holy Spirit, so I can be able to speak the right word in the right season. So I can be able to speak to the weary even in the season. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Lord, give me the tongue of the learned. Lord, give me the tongue of the learned, so that I can be able to speak the word in season to the weary. So I can be able to speak comforting words. So I can be able to speak encouraging words. So that my word can be soothing. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Speak the tongue of the learned, O Lord. That I can be able to speak pleasant words. That I can be able to speak appropriately at all times. That I can be able to speak graciously. That I can be able to speak inspiring words. That I can be able to speak unforgettable words. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, empower me, O Lord. In the mighty name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. Let us pray that Lord speak to me morning by morning. Speak to me moment by moment. So I will be able to know what to speak at every point in time. So I will not speak the wrong word, but I will be able to speak what is right in the name of Jesus. Pray. Lord, speak to me moment by moment. We need the leading of the Holy Spirit. We need the leading of the Holy Spirit. So we will not backbite. So we will not backbite. So we will not slander other people. So we will not speak evil words. So our speeches will not be evil. So I will be able to speak like the wise. The Bible says that he that does not keep his mouth, that does not keep his tongue, will land in destruction. Will land into trouble. Let us begin to pray that Lord, empower me by the Holy Spirit to be self-controlled, to be able to control my tongue, to be able to restrain my tongue from speaking evil, to be able to check my tongue from speaking evil, to be able to check my tongue from speaking vain words, to be able to control my tongue from speaking unnecessary words. Even when we joke unnecessarily, it is a sin. Lord, help us to be able to control our tongue, so we can be able to speak in season to the weary, so we can be able to speak the right word at every point in time, so we will not speak wrong words, so we will not defile our God, so we will not speak wrong words to the Lord. Lord, empower us in the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, empower us in the mighty name of Jesus. Help us to be quiet when we think arises. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, Lord, help us in Jesus' name. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray. Amen. The people you work with, the people you move with, determines what you speak about. Because when you're in the midst of your friends and they're speaking very well, you are bound to join them. When you speak in the midst of slanderers, you are bound to join them. Psalm 1 verse 1 says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of the sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. Let us begin to pray. Holy Spirit, help me not to walk in the counsel of the ungodly. Holy Spirit, guide my steps so that I will not walk in the counsel of the ungodly. Guide me so that I will not stand in the way of the sinner. Help me so that I will not sit in the seat of the scornful. Begin to pray. Lord, help us in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, Lord, help us by the power of your Holy Spirit, so that none of us will walk in the counsel of the ungodly. Help us to walk in the counsel of the wise, of the godly men, in the mighty name of Jesus. Help us not to stand in the way of the sinners. Help us, Lord, not to sit in the seat of the scornful, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Help us by your power. Help us by your might, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Psalm 1 verse 3 says, it shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That is when we control our tongue, when we do the will of God, when we speak as the wise. He says that we shall be planted, we shall be like a tree that is planted by the rivers of water. It is then that whatever we lay our hands upon to do shall prosper. It is then that we can flourish. It is then that we can receive double blessing. Let us begin to pray. Lord, even as I begin to control my tongue by the power of your Holy Spirit, let my life begin to flourish. Let my life begin to prosper. Let my life be like that tree that is planted by the streams of water. Let my life be like that tree that is planted by the rivers of water. Let my life begin to flourish. Let my life begin to bring forth fruits in season. In the mighty name of Jesus. Let whatever I lay my hands upon from today begin to prosper. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we bless your holy name. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Psalm 90 verse 14. Psalm 90 verse 14 says, Oh, satisfy us early with your mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Satisfy us early. There is no time that is too late for God. Even now it is not too late for God.